Hey everyone, it's Tally. I'm coming to you from my dorm room at Agnes Scott College in Decatur, Georgia, and you're watching 5 Girls, 5 Minutes. 5 Girls Talk 5 Minutes, and don't know the videos. It's Wednesday, I'm Tally, and I'm going to talk to the desk because I have a lot of stuff to talk about. I haven't watched anyone's videos, but I will explain to you why, because I've been super busy capping. Capping is a process in which you get elected, which you get put onto, that you have to go through in order to get on Pestle Board, which is this organization on campus that is like the anti-mortar board, which I've talked about in multiple videos. Before. And Pestle Board is a group of awesome people who like drink and have fun and yell at people and dress up like crazy things. So in order to get onto Pestle Board, you have to cap. And capping is basically just dressing up like an idiot all week as different characters, and you've got a group of people doing it, and each day there's a theme. And you have to go around and do like a little skit and be in character all day and get signatures from various people across campus. And as many people as you can, and try and collect donations, and you do that every day, and it's kind of humiliating, but it's like also really fun. And today I got to on Monday I was Hit Girl from Kick-Ass, which I'd never seen, and I was like petrified. And then yesterday I was the Red Fantana from the Fanta commercials, which was super fun, except for my shoes killed me. And then that's a central theme. On Monday my shoes were not very good either, and then today I was Frasier from Frasier, and which I've never seen, and I know Sarah's a really big fan of it, and I know about it in general, but and I had like a mini mental breakdown last night, like at 1 o'clock in the morning. I like decided, I was like, oh my god, I can't do this anymore, like I can't cap, because y'all know how crazy my Wednesdays are, and I was like, oh my god, I have to be a character that I don't know very well on Wednesday, and I'm only gonna have 3 hours to get signatures and go around, and I feel like crap, and like all this stuff, and I was like having this like big freak out, and like, oh my god, I just like need to quit. So I sent an email to my capper, who I don't know who they are, like someone who is already in Pestle Board is basically in charge of your capping. And but there's like an account that all of them use, an email account that all of them use. So I sent them an email, and I was like, hey, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to drop out. I'm just overwhelmed right now, and blah 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 blah. And one of them got back to me and was like, okay, you can't do this. Like, what is the issue that you have here? And they just talked me through it, and I was full of like, you know what? I really do want to do this. And as much as I was like freaking out, I was able to figure out how I could do it with my schedule, and I had more fun today than I've had previously in this week. Oh my gosh, because I got to be Frasier all day, and I basically just got to be a pretentious douchebag for all day, and it was great. And I was wearing this sweater vest, and I was wearing these awful loafers that I borrowed from someone else that didn't fit, so I had to like curl my toes to keep them on, which like aggravated this arch condition in my foot, and I had paper towels stuffed in the heels so that they wouldn't fall off. Oh, it was miserable, but oh my gosh, I had so much fun today. Speaking of having so much fun, I was in New York last weekend, and I was filming promos for WGN America and their syndication of How I Met Your Mother, and oh my gosh, it was so much fun. I got to go filming around New York. Who the fuck gets to film in New York like this? I was playing my ukulele in Times Square with the camera crew filming me in Times Square, and then we got kicked out of Rockefeller Center because NBC doesn't want you to film there, so we filmed at the Atlas statue a block away, and then we filmed outside of Madison Square Garden, and then we spent like 3 hours basically just talking about How I Met Your Mother, and the bar on How I Met Your Mother is based off of McGee's in New York is the bar, and then on that night I got to go meet up with a LiveJournal friend, and we went and saw Catch Me If You Can, and we stage toured, and everyone came out, and I got to meet Norbert Leo Butz, and it was a whirlwind trip, and my feet hurt like hell, and I was exhausted and tired, but it was so much fun and so worth it, and I just love New York. I love being in the city. It's just fantastic. And so things that are less fantastic. Housing lottery was today, which is the process in which we pick our housing for next year. My roommate wants a single, which I mentioned before. My roommate wanted to get a single her senior year, and I agree that having a single your senior year is a good thing. And so you get different points by like what year you are, but you can lose points for like miscellaneous things. And there was the mix-up, and I accidentally didn't turn in my re-registration deposit on time, so I lost a point. And I was unable to get a single in the building where I live now, which is where my roommate is going to be living next year, and my friend Suzanne's going to be living next year. And like the idea of not living in the same building as those two like blows my mind. Like I just can't even fathom it. And plus the other two buildings don't have air conditioning. So and so I was kind of going out of my mind and having like this second mental breakdown in 24 hours. And so I got a room in Maine, and it's a huge room. Even if it doesn't happen that I can get a room in this building, I'll be fine. But I really want to be in this building next year. And I was told by the person from the Res Life office that people are considering moving out of their, like, giving up their singles in this building to go live in the off-campus apartments, which means, and I'm first on the list to get a single if that happens. So that was like a big relief. And then I had to go to geology, and then but I was still in the middle of a mental breakdown, so I asked my professor if it was okay if I like just went and got dinner because I hadn't eaten, and he said that was fine. And then I studied for a quiz that I had for geology lab that I freaking aced. And basically, it's been a very crazy day, which is why I have not watched anyone else's videos and why I didn't have a chance to answer any questions even if I had watched them. And I'm sorry I've been talking so much. I'm just like, it's been a freaking crazy week. So anyway, I hope everyone had a great week. I'll be trying to watch the videos at some point, but I still have to write another paper today. And so I will see you tomorrow, and everyone else, I will see you next Wednesday when I'm less frazzled. Bye.